Hello there guys, welcome back. This is the Nitefinder that we ripped the plunger rod out of during our range testing back there. This is actually the next day, and I'm really curious what actually happened on this, because I do not see the screw in the plunger rod like I thought I did. See, there's nothing in that. And it doesn't look stripped. So I'm very, very curious to see what actually happened here. So you guys are coming along with me. This sight does absolutely nothing. It doesn't actually scratch paint. So I'm very surprised by that. There's literally nothing in there. It's just like completely hollow. Yeah, so whew, I'm really hoping this isn't bad. I do have other plunger heads from Nitefinders over the years that I kept all the pieces from. I don't know why I've kept the pieces from them. Don't ask me that question. Apparently this is why. But when you put beefier spring loads in this, you just expect this to happen. See the wear right here on the plunger rod? That's from it being pulled at the wrong angle. It's actually warped. It's bent like this from pulling on it. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but not very many screws in here. So let's just power through and get these out. Well, just fall out like that. These pieces can just come out. Let's just dart those and oh, right, screws. I always forget these are screwed in, which is great, because the spring doesn't just take me out when I'm being done, but that out. Now, spring out. Big Home Depot spring. Right, there's still a dart in here. The dart it broke on. I don't know if I should be able to push that 70. I don't even see the screw in it there. Okay, it doesn't just work without a screw, so let's get this barrel shroud off, which is just 3D printed, just to get that out of the way. I need a bigger screwdriver. I just need to push this to assembly. Oh, this dart is not happy. It's one of the nipple-tipped darts. The plunger head is stuck. I don't know why. It's stuck in there. It doesn't want to come out. Oh, well, the plunger rod is now free. Or sorry, the plunger head is now free. But it's spinning. Don't know how to stop that. I hear the screw! Okay, the screw is out. Plunger head's right here. Cutters has a tool to grab it, which they are not meant for, so it doesn't really work. I see no problems with this at all. I don't know how that dart's going to push it forward. I can. Okay, well the head came off of it, which is problematic because now there's just a bunch of foam in here. I don't know how I'm gonna get out. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that got shredded. I'm not surprised. That's gonna go in the trash. Okay, now we gotta figure out if this is just gonna go back together. I don't see any damage on this. Yeah, the head of it, sure, it obviously got chewed up. I'm gonna try just putting it back together, and I'll find out if these if the screw port in this is stripped out. There's a good possibility that happened during its reassembly. No, that's gonna be fine. That's tight. That was way. If you notice, I'm rotating this. Is that screw unthreading? Watch. It did a little bit. So as this wiggles, because this is not the original plunger head to this plunger rod, as you can see. As this wiggles back and forth, the screw is moving, which makes sense because it's in this. I'm just wiggling the plunger head. But then, this is loose. I'm really gonna crank on that, right? Just gonna wiggle this for a few seconds. Now, the screw is loose. So we do have a stripped out plunger rod. Let's go acquire a non-stripped out plunger rod. Okay, so I brought in this whole entire plunger system, mainly because I'm gonna swap these dumb springs for this spring, and I think I like this. The brass goes down to here on this. Here you can see it's stressed right here, so it does as well. But I think this has a cleaner end. See how that's a lot easier to twist fit? This, you can see, it's kind of rolled. So it's a little harder on the dart, and it cuts it. So I'm gonna just trash this assembly. That is so funny. So I glue all this. The stress point didn't break. The glue didn't break. The plunger, the barrel snapped off. So that's obviously trash. And we're gonna get rid of this as well. And we're going to get rid of this guy. We obviously now have our spring. Our plunger head is fully seated. And we're going to run, obviously, these throwing screws of that plunger, or this plunger head. Hair out of the way. I'm going to have to re-grease this whole thing, but I have that sitting right over here, I think. Or it's back where we just came from, so it might not get any grease. So, obviously that is tight, and there's no wiggle, so that's great. What is that all the way in there? Hold on, something's in here. Okay, it's gonna stay there. It's already lubing that plunger tube. Okay, now we reassemble and see if we fix this or not. Minutes ago. You might just need to give everything a good press down. There we go, especially if you've painted your blaster. Obviously like this. Sometimes those screw ports have a little paint on the outside of them and they don't like letting things slip by. So what I like to do with these guys is I'm going to do, obviously I just did these two. I'm going to do a screw up here. I'm going to do both of these behind the catch. That's just going to make sure everything is centered. And then I am going to test fire it. The only reason I'm going to do that is because I am worried that that catch on that plunger rod might not be compatible, considering it had a different thing there. So does it catch? Okay, it catches. I have a dart. Way better and easier to get that in there, and I have a chronograph. Okay. Well, I didn't like how that felt, but I think that's because I lost 3 screws out of the blaster when I did that. That came in at 96.2, so I'm going to leave that as is. That is a hot little pistol. Yeah, so I'm gonna put the rest of these screws in, guys, and that is the fix. And yeah, so there you have it. We are fully functional again, obviously with a way better brass situation. And yeah, we are, right back where this was, basically 100 FPS pistol, shooting about 75 feet out on the range with the 3 shots we took with her. Yeah, pretty hot little pistol, and I feel pretty confident in it now that, I'm definitely going to try not to pull up on it too much, try and pull straight. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching the teardown and fixing of the Nitefinder build, yeah, we have another blaster coming up that we're going to be just tearing down, not really fixing, because I don't really feel like But thank you guys very much for watching. As always,